So I'm down here in Burien, which is just south of the city. And I was trying to stay out of the city today just because the traffic is awful for some reason. I guess it always is. But I needed some bread and some things to make lunch easy. And so I'm really finicky when it comes to bread. So I've come down here to my favorite store. It's kind of a health food type store called PCC, and they have a new location, so I thought I'd check it out. Okay, that was a bit of a time waster. That store is not stocked as well as the other PCCs I've been to. And so I guess it's just because it's a new store and they're just getting going. But I really didn't find much of anything that I wanted. It's a little bit expensive, so I only buy a few things in there, things that I can't get anywhere else. And one of the things that I have trouble with is bread. I'm really finicky when it comes to bread. But they have bread that I really like. And they had it. The only trouble was I went to get it sliced just because it's really a hassle to slice it here in the van. It makes a big mess and I just don't like cleaning it up. So I asked to get it sliced and they said, "We don't slice bread here." And I looked at the girl and I said, "Seriously?" I thought she was just fooling around. But she says, "No, seriously, we don't slice bread," and everybody asks. So I didn't buy anything. I walked around and looked around. It's a nice store, but like I said, brand new. So I guess they're just, figuring things out here. So anyway, maybe I should just lay off the bread this week. There's a rather funny thing about me being near Seattle. That is, if I'm trying to relax, I got to get away from the city, far away, because it seems to have a tendency to pull me in. So even though I was trying to stay out of Seattle this weekend, I am now pretty much downtown. I didn't plan to do much this weekend because it was supposed to rain all day, and it just has been raining just for the last couple of hours, I think. So, and now the day is kind of winding down. It's funny, it stays really light here, really late. So it's actually, I don't know what time it is, but it's actually pretty late, even though it looks really bright outside. But if you listen, I don't know if you can hear the rain through the microphone here, but yeah, it's raining pretty good. At least has been for a bit. And I'm gonna go someplace now that you would not ever believe if I told you. So I'm gonna have to film it and show you because I don't even believe I'm heading there. But I'm gonna go now. So let's see where I end up. You're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it. Pretty jammed up for parking down here, so I've got a few blocks to walk. It's not bad though, it's pretty. This is Starbucks' flagship store, and it's like no other Starbucks that you've ever seen. So this is called a vacuum or siphon pot, and it's just a trendy way of making coffee.
You're going to over-extract the coffee. I am doing this in buy one. It is a nice kind of fruity coffee. Has a nice grapefruit taste to it.
I've seen these siphon pots used before. It's really quite a spectacle to watch.
So what we're looking for is a nice little dome. That means you did everything correctly. Stirred right, water temperature was nice, water quality was nice.
So as it turns out, the barista here just made this coffee as a show, and he gave us all a sample. It was very tasty. So I hate to say it, but I guess I have to be honest, that was unexpectedly good. That place is loud and huge, and it's a little bit disorienting. There's so much going on. But the coffee was actually decent, and the food was really good. So I'd come back again, although it cost me a small fortune. That's Starbucks for you. So my van is an utter mess at the moment. Probably shouldn't be filming in here. I'm going to cringe when I watch this later to edit. But I want to show you what I got at IKEA. I needed a couple things. One thing I needed was a pillow, and I bought a pillow for $5. And I don't know how well it'll hold up, but I figured for $4.99, hey, you know, I can try it out, and I'm sure it's going to be fine. I used it last night, and I really liked it, so pretty good $5 spend. And just in case you think I am sponsored by IKEA, I'm not. It's just IKEA is in my neighborhood, and so I just hang out there and shop there a lot. But I saw something in there the other day that I liked, and that was this light. This is not a lightsaber, even though it looks like one. This is a fluorescent light, and I've been looking for something similar to this because, and I know I've talked about this before, but my regular lights are really terribly bright. So they're truck bed lights that I bought on Amazon. And they were really cheap and they work really well for what I need them to do. I wanted something that was really bright if I'm going to be cooking or if I'm going to be getting ready in the morning. They give off a lot of light for that, and they're really good. But they're not so great for when I'm trying to wind down at night. They're just really too intensely bright. And I've got another one on another switch so that I can leave these that you see putting off all of this brightness. I can leave those off and just have the one on. I also bought one of these little lights. I think I did a video on this. This is just a little rechargeable light that I bought off of Amazon. I like it, but I need to remember to charge it, and sometimes I don't, and so I just wanted something that was going to be diffused, not so bright, and something that I could plug in off of my USB. I have a USB that's basically down below the camera here, and then I have this USB port up here. So USB is kind of easy for me to use, and it uses very little power. So what I liked about this light is it has this nice long cord on it, and it's USB. So I can just plug it in. Oops, I forgot to turn that off. And by the way, my USB ports I have on switches here. So this switch controls this USB, double USB socket. And the light itself has a on-off switch on it. So there you go. Probably looks a little bit brighter on camera than it actually is, but it gives off kind of a nice glow. Like I said, pretty much exactly what I'm looking for. And because I have the switch up here, I can just leave this up here and use the switch as a switch to turn it on and off right here from bed. I don't really even have to get up out of bed. I can reach it. So it's actually kind of the perfect little thing. $20 from IKEA, and I can leave my bright lights off, use that. So I'm really happy with it. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by IKEA, but maybe I should be, huh?